What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Expert. We're back, and today we're playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on the PC. And I've played with it a little bit so far, crashed a lot of planes, but I decided to give you guys sort of like a preview. And I'm going to be doing the tutorial missions right now just to show you guys how it is and see if it might capture your interest. And if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, and turn on that bell for notifications. So, alright,
flight training.
Here we go.
I'm your instructor, Captain Molina, but you can just call me Jess.
Now,
this session, we'll get started with some basic controls.
You can be inside the plane. You can look all through the plane.
First things first, let's get familiar with your surroundings.
Alright, let's get familiar.
Don't worry. I've got the stick while you get your bearings.
Control C.
Side windows, you can see we have
basic
great
controls.
visibility over Sedona today.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got great visibility. It's a beautiful day out. A lot of clouds. Hold for quick view outside window. Oh yeah, we know about that.
Red Rock territory. Beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful. Man, plane's loud. Let's left, up, right, and down to translate between the cameras and the cockpit. Yeah, we know about that. Oh wait, it wants us to use these. We're already looking. Is it gonna? It's not registering for some reason. Here's the outside view of our plane, and the instructor is currently flying the aircraft. Use left, right, up, and down to... Alright, it wanted us to use it. For some reason, it's seeing my keyboard. That's the problem here. Control... It's not giving me the commands, so let's just use the keyboard when we can. I was actually using my controller and the keyboard here. Save a custom camera to get back by...
See if you can spot Sedona Airport. The runway should be a pretty easy landmark to find. There you go. Visual confirmation on the airport. Now that we're oriented, it's your turn. Time to fly this bird.
Oh, I'm ready.
The first control on our training list is the yoke. I still remember my first instructor saying the yoke is like a steering wheel. Almost. Sure, you can turn, but you can also pitch. For starters, it controls the ailerons. And the ailerons, they allow the plane to roll and bank into turns. Go ahead and try rolling to the right. Nice. Now let's see you level back out.
I just did. Alright, we're leveled. We gotta keep... Alright, there we go.
Of course, the yoke also controls the elevator. And the elevator affects the plane's pitch, right? Pull back on the stick, the plane starts to climb. Give it a shot.
I just did.
The most valuable things in aviation are speed and altitude. But notice, when you're pitching up, your speed is decreasing. You could add more power. Or for now...
This plane's actually fairly easy to drive, or fly. Let's just pitch down. Alright.
Just like that. Your speed's picking up again as the nose pitches down. As you level back out, let's talk about another control. The rudders at your feet. Rudder pedals control the aircraft's side-to-side movement, also known as yaw.
Alright.
On the ground, those pedals are going to steer the plane left or right. Up here,
this game's pretty awesome, guys. I ain't gonna lie.
Try 'em out and watch the plane's nose skew to either side.
Alright, let's just do this.
Simple enough, right?
Yep.
Before we go on, let's bring the plane back to straight up flight. Make sure your dashboard is aligned 3 to 4 inches below the horizon for a cruise attitude. Okay, the last thing we're gonna cover now is the throttle.
Alright.
If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. Let's see what happens when you cut all the power.
We're gonna cut the power.
Surprise, surprise, our altitude is decreasing. This might be a good time for a piloting PSA. Always keep an eye on your surroundings, because nobody likes a low-flying duck. Alright, let's go ahead and throttle back up.
Yeah, let's throttle back up. This is a nice big area just to fly around in, honestly. This wherever they have us at right now.
There you go. Speed is increasing, and as long as we maintain the same attitude, our altitude will keep climbing too.
I kind of like this outside view here to
You're
really fly.
Getting the hang of your controls.
It's pretty nice. You can just
Before long, you won't even
fly
see the
around
limit.
and
Until then, if you want help with the radio or checklists or simply flying the plane, I'll be here. You can pass me the controls when you're ready to finish your session, or keep flying.
alright.
It is a great day after all.
It is a great day. Roll angle is too high, reduce it. I wanted to do a roll. Let's take her up a little bit higher. Let's see if we can spin this. Yep. Let's see if we can do a mid-air flip. Yep. We are already expert pilots already. Look at us. Alright, to designate aircraft controls. Oh, we're good. We're good. Let's get back inside. And, alright, Control Alt X.
Alright, I have control.
There we
Good
go.
job.
Well, guys, that was pretty nice. We went through that checklist. And let's do next, training, flight altitudes, and adjustments. Let's check these out. Alright, do you want to go? Yes, continue. Whew. You guys, I definitely, like, if you guys are, like, into seeing the entire planet, I definitely recommend this game, because what's really cool about it is they've taken, like, all the Google or Bing or Microsoft case, the Bing Maps data of, like, every piece of, like, land and water in the entire world, and they put it into this game. So if it takes you 16 hours to, like, fly from, like, LA to like, I don't know, Australia or someplace, or Dubai, LA to Dubai, 16 hours, it'll literally take you 16 hours playing this game to get there. So it's, like, pretty incredible. It's basically flying in real life, like, as close as you're gonna get without actually owning a plane. And you know, and they have, like, a good developer community for this game so far. It seems like you can like, add mods and stuff eventually once people develop some cool stuff. So I'm sure there'll be, like if people develop, like, an X1 fighter, that'd be pretty cool. I'm sure there'll be some cool stuff with this game. I just think, like, the fact that you have the entire world to fly around, it makes it pretty cool. So let's go through this next tutorial mission, see what it's like. The instructor is currently flying the plane.
Attitudes of flight, how your plane is oriented relative to the horizon. If you look outside, you can see the cockpit is just about 4 inches below the horizon line.
The cockpit is 4 inches
We're flying
below
straight with a decent rate of speed.
horizon line.
This is the cruise attitude. Let's see how it reads on your instruments.
Alright. Focus on on the instruments. Control 1.
Take a look at the attitude
Oh, wow.
indicator. As the name implies, it shows your current attitude. The white line is the horizon, with the sky above and the ground below.
Interesting.
That orange element in the middle, aligned with the horizon, that's your plane.
I already knew that. I'm already a pro pilot.
Just like we saw outside. Our current attitude reads
Looks
pretty
like we
much
have
level.
our airspeed.
Okay, now let's see how much power the engine's generating. Check your tachometer.
Tachometer.
Looks like we're pushing around 2,300 revolutions per minute.
2,300 revolutions.
Combined, attitude and engine RPMs translate to aircraft performance.
Let me see. Can I flip all these? Oh yeah, shoot.
Which
gonna
leads
start the
us
plane
to your
there.
airspeed indicator.
What is this? Turn off master batteries. Prime
Now,
engine.
last but not least, check your altimeter. To figure out your altitude, you always want to read the small needle first. That's how many thousands of feet up you are. Then on to the big needle for the hundreds.
Interesting.
With our current attitude and power output, we're holding a speed
Oh, we can push
of
all these
90
buttons in.
knots and a stable altitude of 6,000 feet.
Transponder.
But that's about to change. Take the stick when you're ready.
Let's see. We can turn on the lights here. That's cool. Were we dying? Are we falling here? Oh shit! Oh shit! Ooh! All right, we're good. We're good. Return to normal view.
Pull back
Alright.
slightly on the yoke to raise the nose just above the horizon line. About 2 inches. Make sure you don't pitch up too much, or the angle will be too steep to create lift. And without enough lift, we'll stall. Alright, go full throttle and start climbing. Welcome to the climb attitude. See how it shows up on your attitude indicator and tachometer? According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude,
All right, we're gaining altitude here, guys.
but we're losing airspeed even at full throttle, proving
Uh.
you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb.
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, before we go on, let's get back to a cruise attitude. Ease up on the yoke and aim your nose just below the horizon. Then throttle back down to 2,300 RPMs.
There we go. Adjust throttle to 2,300 RPMs.
Nice job.
There
We're
we
now
go.
set up with the same attitude and power we had at the top of our lesson. Next up is the descent attitude.
All right.
Start by reducing your RPMs to 1,800. Then drop the plane's nose a bit further below the horizon. As expected, with a nose-down attitude, our
We are
altitude is
getting it, guys.
decreasing,
We're
while
doing
our
great here
speed
so
is
far.
picking up.
I honestly prefer, like, it's fun being in the cockpit, but being in this view,
To a cruise attitude,
you can
and
see
reach the last
everything.
Part of our lesson.
we got to be in here to get. Let's get us back up to 2,300. Come on. All right, we just gotta line it up now.
There we go.
There we go.
Now that we know how to cruise, climb, and descend, let's talk about the turn attitude. Gently pull the yoke left or right to start rolling the plane. If you take a look outside, you can see how our attitude's changed, but you can also check your instruments for the details.
Yep.
As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees.
All right. 30-degree turns.
At the top of your attitude indicator,
Notches, 10 degrees each.
The more you need to pull
Alright.
back on the yoke to maintain altitude. When you're rolling out, you'll need to do the opposite. Roll and push at the same time. The more you know about the main attitudes of flight, the closer you get to that pilot state of mind. So keep practicing.
I'm already in the pilot state of mind.
Whenever you're done, pass me the controls.
Alright, we're all done, so let's just get these controls to her. So we can wrap this
I've
up.
got control now. Well done.
So far, we're doing great, guys. Can't wait to go on some more flights. So let's just get over to takeoff and level flight. This is where the fun's going to begin. We got to get the taking off and crashing, of course. Here we go. This is what I like to do. This is a nice area. I wonder where this place is at in the world. Has to be a real life place. I've already taken off from like my hometown out where I live at out here, and it's pretty cool. They have every building that exists here. You can see everything pretty clearly. I can't wait to like go on all sorts of flights to all sorts of places. I think that's really where the fun is. You can explore the entire planet without even leaving the comfort of your PC. If only you could just fly yourself places like this using Flight Simulator while you watch the NBA playoffs. Now, the load times are kind of drastic, I ain't gonna lie. I've even installed this game on a solid state drive just to make the load times faster. So if you install it even on any... Alright, here we go.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere.
If you look at the plane from the outside, there's two guys in there. If you go inside,
key points to remember.
he's not here.
First, we
It's like a
always
ghost.
take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear.
That's our brakes. See them flipping down there? Turn them on and off. Then turn off the brakes. I'm gonna take this thing off, no problem. I'm a pro pilot. Let's throttle her up. Get on the runway. Here we go. Whoa. Alright. We're getting the speed.
We're a bit too far down the runway. Let me move the plane back into position.
Oh. So we're supposed to take off from a particular point, it seems like. Let's go again. Focus and
Everything
hold.
looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
Oh, I gotta stop. Looks like we're supposed to actually position for takeoff, but we might have messed up. Let's see if we can get this thing lined up. All right, we're lined up. We're trying to stop it.
All right, let's do this.
Here we go.
Apply full power, and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
All right. All right, increase the throttle to maximum. Well, of course we know how to do that. Wait a minute, do we have the brakes on? There we go. Here we go. You guys want to see the inside view on the takeoff? Alright. We got throttle.
Use rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Alright, let's get this. When this baby hits 55 knots, you're gonna see some serious shit.
We aren't moving fast enough. We'll have to abort takeoff and try
Okay.
again.
Alright, we were probably too far down. Training field failed. Dang. Alright, let's try again, guys. So, I've taken off before previously, so I'm a little bit more trained at this. This is just a tutorial, so it must obviously want me to take off at like a certain position. Because when I first got the game, I just dove right in. I just dove right in. I charted a flight path and I just started flying. But I would recommend going through these tutorials. It's because there's a lot of stuff I just didn't know.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to
Hopefully we
remember.
get it right this time. I just gunned it too fast last time.
Into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear.
Alright, let's disengage our parking brake. Right, focused on...
Everything looks good, no
runway.
cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
Try not to mess up this time, guys. Just do it exactly how they want me to do it. They want to line up like down here. Here we go. And they want me to get lined up.
Alright, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go. Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude.
Come on.
And
All
we're
right.
airborne. Focus
There we
on
go.
flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees.
Alright.
Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
Let's get to 5,500 feet, guys. Where are we at right now? Looks like... Ooh, it's hard to say where we're at. I'm looking for the dial. Not seeing it. Where's 5,500 feet at? Let's just keep taking it up and we'll get there. We have to throttle at maximum. Let's see. Looks like I don't see the dial for the where we're at as far as feet goes, but let's get the horizon line about 4 inches above where she wants it at.
5,500
There we
feet,
go.
a nice safe altitude for part 2 of our lesson. Straight and level flight. First step here is adjusting our attitude.
It looks like we're pretty level. We are completely level. Let's see. There we go. I mean, we're real level. I'm not sure what the game wants here from a tutorial perspective. We are really good in level right now. There we go. There we go. That's good. I mean, what more does she want? Unless we need to be like right in there, but I don't think so. I think this is perfect right here. Because we're right above the horizon, right on the horizon line. It doesn't really indicate to us where they want us to be at right now. This looks good for right now. Let's see. Looks real good. There we go. Let's just go to the outside view. This is so much nicer being on the outside view. Because you can like take your camera, get great shots, and also I kind of like how they have the, you know, speedometer and outside on this view. Let's go to the back of the plane. Look at that. It's great. Let's see. I don't know what they're waiting on. Is this just gonna go forever, or let's see. There's actually some options if you pull this up. Let's see. Basic controls. Let's pull up our objectives. And they're not coming up. Alright, great. Well, we're nice and even. Unless you have to keep it like this for a while. But just seems to be not wanting to move on to the tutorial. But so far we got this one. Let's try the next one, guys. Let's go to, well, we already got all that. Let's just get to the main menu. I feel like we completed this one, it's just not ending. It's just not ending. Yeah, it's just not ending. Let's see if we can see what the next tutorial is. Let's go to the main menu. Continue. And let's go to the next section here. I know that hopefully the load time isn't too long. Alright, go down to... Let me show you guys this before we get back into the tutorial. You can go to literally the world map here. You can have real weather on. And you can pretty much go anywhere you want in the world and take off on a flight. It's pretty cool. Like you can take off a flight from basically anywhere. They got like every airport you could think of in the world in this game. Forbidden City. Ooh. So all you can do, you really can just type in an airport and go. Right now we're out here, it's kind of dark. And you can just zoom in and see all the airports all over the world. This is actually what it looks like when you're flying real late at night. It looks exactly like this down below. It's a really cool game. Let's get back. Oh, let me get back in there for a second and show you guys this. Like, you can come in, and like I was flying a Boeing 747 last, but you can select any type of planes. They have a bunch in here. I just was mostly on that one. It would be nice to maybe fly a jet. Cruise speed 451. I might have to take that out for a spin next, because I was flying the Boeing, which had a cruise speed of, Boeing's still faster somehow than a jet. Let's go back, and let's just go back to our flight training, because I think we need to landing. Let's do the landing, because I definitely failed at landing last time I attempted it. I pretty much wrecked my plane. And I had flown for like 40 minutes from one airport to another and just crashed it. So it wasn't very fun, but I do know that I think you can like do mid-air saves, so that way you don't lose your position in the sky if you just totally wreck the plane. Maybe they should add like hot air balloons to this, and it would take you forever to go around the entire world in a hot air balloon. Or maybe like a Falcon SpaceX, you can go to the moon. That'd be pretty cool. But so far, yeah, I'm liking this. It's peaceful to play. It's just you and flying. I actually have a flight stick of my own, but it's more like the joystick style. And the thruster, I might want to get one of those ones that are more like you can literally buy like the plane, like just like they have in the game, like the left-right steering wheel. All right, let's see if we can land this.
My first instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong.
All right, here we go, guys.
Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the standard traffic pattern.
Alright.
As I've already set us up in landing configuration, at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're on the glide slope now. Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number. When you're targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights.
The runway number.
If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high. You'll need to add flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude.
We're gonna do this. We don't even need to listen to this this chick. We're just gonna bring this plane in. Extend wind flaps for landing. Alright, press that. Now let's get in here. Let's bring her in nice and easy. Nice and easy, guys. Let's do a quick camera view of us landing the plane. Alright. Whoa, we're off course. We are off course. Let's bring her back on course. Let's slow her down just a little. Oh shoot, we're kind of coming in. We're coming in. We are coming in hot. Repeat.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold.
No, I did.
10 feet above the runway.
Here we go.
It's time to flare.
What's a flare?
Once we pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway. Then, pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose.
This is our first landing. Uh-oh. I think we're coming in too low. Let's give her some gas. Too low! Oh my god! We're dead. Alright, let's try again, guys. We did not come into that landing that well. We can do this. We can get this landing. I know you guys believe. Let's try again. They
My
wish.
instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong.
I'm gonna gas this up.
Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing.
I think I started gliding too early.
We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the standard traffic pattern. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're on the glide slope now. Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number. When you're targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low.
Keep your
You need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope.
your tray
If it
tables
looks
in
like
the
the number's moving
upright
down in your
position.
windscreen, well, then you're too high.
Man, we are totally
You
off.
add flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
Let's go a little bit to the right, and then we're gonna, at the last second, we're gonna pull it to the left. We're gonna get the airspeed down some. Here we go.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're
on.
10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
Are we 10
Once
feet
we
above?
pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway.
Well, this is gonna be
Then, pull
tight.
back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just
Whoa,
above it.
come on. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, guys, let's get over that runway. Let's get over that runway. Oh, we're like off center from it. Uh-oh.
Okay, we're past the threshold. Start the flare. Keep
I'm flaring!
back-
Flaring! Oh my god. Alright, that was we got closer. We almost touched the runway, guys. We almost touched the runway. We gotta land this. We gotta land it. It's a tutorial, for crying out loud. We gotta land it. Here we go. We're ready. I just prefer this view better.
My first instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece.
Let's turn this
Man was
puppy
a
up.
terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong. Today,
Alright.
you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. We've
Max
got
speed.
clearance for a straight-in approach, so
Coming in hot and heavy.
The standard traffic pattern.
Yeah, no traffic pattern here.
And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're on the glide slope now. Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to.
Honestly, it's kind of harder flying these smaller planes than it is
You're
the
targeting
big
the runway
Boeing
number. You want to keep it
747.
steady in your sights. If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high.
Alright,
You'll need to add flaps to increase your rate of descent.
we can do this.
Also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
We can do this. Let's extend our flaps. We're gonna cut the engines a little bit.
On the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the
We got plenty of runway. I just think I've been coming in too low.
Once we pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway.
There we go.
Pull back slightly on the yoke.
There we go. We're gonna get this real good, guys.
We're too high to land.
We ain't too high to land.
SOP dictates we go around and try our approach again.
What? That was a perfect landing. Wow. We just can't do it, guys. We just can't do it. We just can't do it. We're gonna try again. We can do this. I thought we had that one.
My first instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong.
It just takes forever to get in there.
Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing.
Come on.
We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the standard traffic pattern.
Let's get in there.
As I've already set us up in landing
looks like I was too high that time, where the previous times I was too low.
We're on the glide slope now. Maintain speed around 65 knots.
All right.
Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway.
We are
number.
coming in.
When you're targeting the runway number, you want to keep it steady in your sights. If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high.
I cut the engines too late last time, I think.
But you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
All right.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold.
We're gonna do it
When
this
you're
time.
10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
I don't even know what
Once
flaring
you pass
is.
the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway. Then, pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
Come on, guys. We got this.
We're past the threshold, but still a bit high. Keep reducing altitude. You should be able to start flaring the plane now.
We did it.
Keep pulling back slowly. Let the plane settle onto the runway. Don't push it down, but don't let it start climbing.
We might have just did it.
Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop.
Oh my god, we just did our first landing, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it.
Great job. As they say, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
We made it.
But if you can use the plane the next day, it's
We just did it.
outstanding.
It was incredible.
Landings can be hard, even for seasoned pilots. Trust me, don't hesitate to practice.
Well,
After
guys,
all, that's what we're here for, right?
This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more Microsoft Simulator, please comment down below. Tell me if you guys are thinking about getting the game, what you think of the game so far. I'll be posting more videos of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is just the first one. I'll have to see what is really good to post. I know they got certain challenges in this game, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing more of this and just flying planes around. And be sure to just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell for notifications. And I will see you guys next time.